Welcome to my channel. Enjoy this video and subscribe my channel. 90 Day Fiancé stars Andrei Libby and Libby Popfast Libby recently ventured beyond American borders, visiting Andrei's native country, Moldova, and it's time to discuss their trip, as well as some other memorable moments. The duo is always controversial, thanks to Andrei's obnoxious personality and sense of entitlement. However, Libby may be a little bit spoiled too. She depends on her family too much, when she'd be better off standing on her own 2 feet. In the 90 Day Fiancé franchise, Andrei and Libby are probably considered one of the happy couples, because they're still together and seem to love each other. However, for these two, the process of building a stable life as a duo has been rocky. Libby connected with Andrei online before she met him in person. She planned to visit Dublin, where Andrei was staying, and once she met him, she was smitten with the brash Eastern European. Andrei's boorish ways didn't seem to offend her. In fact, she was wildly in love with the wannabe alpha male. Number 8, Elizabeth, Libby, recently posted an Instagram story about her trip to Moldova, and it looks like she's having a great time there. Andrei and their children, they have two, went along for the ride. See them enjoying the nation in the screen grab shown above via Libby's Instagram. People who have followed the couple on screen probably remember their disastrous Moldovan wedding. Andrei demanded the best of everything and crassly expected Libby's father, Chuck Popfast, to pick up the bill. The lavish nuptials were high on drama, with Chuck's son Charlie Popfast getting drunk and behaving badly. He resents Andrei for using his dad, and just because he's Andrei. There's something about the Moldovan man that's such a gross out. Andrei never learned basic manners or disregarded what he learned. He just grabs at what he wants, never considering the feelings of other people. He is a taker. Now that the couple seem more financially stable on their own, with a little help from Libby's family, they're flying high. A trip to Moldova was probably something that Andrei dreamed of, as he couldn't travel freely before he got his American citizenship. Andrei worried about being deported. If he left the USA before gaining citizenship, he might be denied entry to America upon his return. Number 7, Andrei told Libby to listen double on screen. Andrei has treated his wife like she's subhuman. He does love her in his own way, but sometimes his impatience gets the best of him. He ends up lashing out, never stopping to think before he speaks. When he told Libby to, it was a new low. She's been sworn at, degraded, and bossed around. Libby does argue with Andrei sometimes, but she doesn't give as good as she gets. She's the more timid one, although no one could say that Libby doesn't have some spirit. Spoiled by her adoring father, it's taken her some time to grow up. Now, she seems more independent. However, it's probably safe to say that Andrei mistreats her sometimes. These two stay together, always trying to get more money, and extend their fame through repeated franchise appearances and online promotions. They aren't the most likable pair, but maybe they're not the worst couple either. Both have problems, but they try to muddle through together. Number 6, Andrei and Chuck got physical at a family get-together in the Entertainment Tonight at YouTube clip shown above. The Popfast family tries to enjoy a nice meal together, but Andrei and Charlie get into it near the pool. While this drama is campy and can be funny, Andrei's temper is explosive. At the slightest provocation, he will erupt like a volcano. Any offense can set him off. The man hasn't learned how to manage his anger and hate. Those who are close by, when he loses it, need to duck and cover. Andrei seems a bit calmer now, but really, a leopard doesn't change its spots. The man who's dissed Libby's family in a million ways is always going to wear the black hat. He's always going to be greedy. He's always going to put other people down. His dog-eat-dog attitude is undoubtedly the ugliest aspect of his personality. Libby also wants things, even from her dad, but her persona isn't as off-putting. She has more social tact than the blunt and sometimes violent man from Moldova. Number 5, their second baby announcement ruffled some feathers. Andrei, now 38, and Libby, who's currently 33, welcomed their second child, Winston Leo, on October 4, 2022. Before his arrival, they announced Libby's pregnancy on screen, making it a surprise, even to their nearest and dearest. It could be argued that they should have told their families privately first. It seemed like another way of making things all about them, and excluding the ornery Popfasts, who have done so much for both of them. Maybe the surprise announcement was Andrei's way of getting a rise out of his in-laws. Maybe Libby wanted to enjoy the spotlight without her relatives in the mix. Maybe no harm was intended, but the stunt ended up being a bit of a misfire. It was quite noticeable that they didn't consider their family before telling the world about their impending arrival. Number 4. Libby wanted to record nursery rhymes. Libby is a reality star who decided to branch out with a unique and creative sideline recording children's nursery rhymes. In the clip shown above, via 90-Day Fiancé at Facebook, Libby sang, "Mary had a little lamb," really putting her heart into it. While her performance wasn't bad, her plan to sing nursery rhymes professionally was certainly offbeat. It seems like Libby got tired of working for her dad. Chuck has been portrayed as a shady businessman before, thanks to his allegedly sketchy property management tactics. Number 3. Andrei's initial departure from Moldova is cloaked in mystery. Andrei, who's happy with his family in America, as seen above, appeared to flee Moldova because shadowy forces wanted to punish him for trying to be a good cop. Yes, back in the day, Andrei was a policeman. He strongly hinted that police corruption was the reason why he left the nation in a real hurry. Andrei hasn't always been honorable in terms of how he treats other people, so the idea that he defies superiors to stay on the right side of the law is really a bit hard to swallow. No one's saying he's a criminal, but maybe he's not telling the complete truth about his exit from the country. He just went back there, adding weight to the theory that he doesn't actually fear for his life when he enters Moldova. In fact, he was out and about in the nation, which the rogue cops in his past might consider provocation. Number 2. Andrei crudely dissed Libby's sister Jen Potfast. As per 90-Day Fiancé at YouTube, Andrei got ruder than usual, which is saying a lot, while discussing Libby's sister, Jen Potfast. The sibling Jen planned to start a business that would compete with Chuck's. This drama is touched on in the clip above, and it features Andrei telling everyone exactly what will happen to Jen if she doesn't back off. He says, "It is fine, we'll compete with them too, we will get rid of her slowly." Number 1. Andrei acts like a narcissist. The most scandalous thing about this couple is really how disgustingly rude and abrasive Andrei is. At the same time, it's basically his superpower. Without this kind of attitude, people might lose interest in him. A warmer, fuzzier Andrei may not really be what the public wants. Unfortunately, Andrei is often rewarded for the worst sort of conduct. Yes, he's a loving father and husband, but overall, he seems to feel like the world owes him a living. He'll do as little work as possible but wants to live the sweet life anyway. He thinks he deserves it. He's lucked into reality fame, but as far as talent goes, he may not have a lot to offer, beyond troublemaking and the like. Andrei could redeem himself in the future, but the ugly personality he flaunted during his earlier stints in the 90-Day Fiancé franchise will never, ever be forgotten.